Accessibility type menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to the servers.
Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, checking in with Cincinnati's head coach, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Right side, it's Robinson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they really got it going the last few weeks, won their last three, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoff. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens. And man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
The Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Has it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Drives inside. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. Defense all over him.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Butler. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, and you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Caught. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Sells to fake. Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Tough run here. It's smacked. Knocked down immediately.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
Changing the routes with his receivers. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Moves the pocket. It's Goodman. It's complete on the right side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Snowed under by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lining up to convert third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Turns it upfield.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on third down. Snags it. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the return. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Fresh center downs going to the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Nestled just inside that right upright. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arizona State head coach has said they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Goodman. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. Rams him with the stiff arm. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
He's changing the play. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Just gets rid of that one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They just keep firing right down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Trying the left side. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tells the run, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Grover. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Long way to go on 2nd down. To the air. It's Goodman. Finds his target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, going to throw it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened, what did I do wrong. You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game. A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Looking left. Intercepted, number 19. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then open up some big plays down the field.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Sets his feet. It's Goodman. A little release to the back. Runs through the tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season.
Number 66, set to kick this one over.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're all over him. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw again. Out wide right, it's Robinson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Left side, it's Butler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown ASU! They move on top here in the 4th. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Looking downfield, it's Goodman. Gonna take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Bearcats. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll give it to Robinson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Right side, it's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And here's the third interception of the night. Turning it on. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use it.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now the Sun Devils calling their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter.